Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Vin Maverick here, and today we got a special move set, and I'm going to be going over Z-Stone Crystal move sets with you guys. I'm going to be doing 4 Pokemon. These 4 Pokemon that caught my eye. I was looking at some of the moves, and I was these 4 Pokemon. And I was kind of like, you know what? I think I can play around with some of these Pokemon right here, and let's get into it. Let's see what's the 4 Pokemon I chose. 4 Pokemon that I chose was Terrakion, Chesnaught, Electivire, and Moltres. The first one I want to get into is Terrakion. I went with Terrakion Z, and moves that I went with is Sword Stance, Rock Polish, Close Combat, and Stone Edge. The EVs that I went with is 4 into the HP, 252 into the attack, 252 into the speed, and went with the Jolly Nature. The ability Justified, you get the +1 into the attack if you get hit with a dark move. So what I like about this Terrakion set right here is that this guy, I like to use him around in the middle of the battle. Toward the end, is definitely somebody who can clean house. It all depends on how your opponent's team is built upon, and you really want to examine how the opponent pivots and switches. So if you can predict it correctly, Terrakion Z can actually work for you very, very well, deliver some great damage. That Terrakion Z, when it uses Stone Edge, it's delivering Continental Crush. It's going to deliver about 180 into the damage, so that's pretty damn good. It's like I said, it's pretty good. I actually use it myself on my rock team, and it delivers great blows against like Mega Venusaur, Toxapex, just certain Pokemon that is just nice and bulky and solid in size. So the next move that I went with, the next Pokemon that I went with is Chesnaught, and I went with normal Z Crystal. The moves that I chose for it was Belly Drum, Drain Punch, Wood Hammer, Rock Slide, and the ability is Overgrow, where it's the Pokemon is at 1/3 of health. Its attack is its grass moves is actually 1.5 in damage, times by 1.5 in damage. What you want to do with Chesnaught is you want to get that Belly Drum. Now, setting up the Belly Drum with a normal Z move, what's going to happen is you get that increase in that 4 times plus into the attack, and then on top of that, you're going to heal yourself. So that's pretty damn good. That Drain Punch, you get the stab, and also on top of that, you get to heal yourself. So that's pretty good right there. And also, Wood Hammer, 120 into the damage. And then Rock Slide is definitely something that's going to be really good. You can cover against your weakness against flying Pokemon. The EVs that I went with it is 252 into the HP, 4 into the attack, 252 into the special defense, and made a Careful Nature. You really want to just make your Chesnaught just bulky, just really, really bulky, and a Pokemon that can take a hit and then deliver it right back. So that Drain Punch, like I said, is definitely for your stab, and then on top of that, once you get hit, you're just by your opponent, you use that Drain Punch, you're healing it all back up, okay? So the next Pokemon I went with is Electivire. Went with Electrium Z Crystal, and the moves that I went with it is Earthquake, Ice Punch, Wild Charge, Electric Terrain, and its ability that I actually had on it is Motor Drive. Now, it just depends on how your team is built around. Motor Drive, honestly, it has its perks to it. If your whole entire team has a weakness against electric, Motor Drive, yeah, it's pretty good. But Vital Spirit, I play a lot of doubles, so I understand how vital spirit is, how beneficial that is. But it all depends on how you're playing with your opponent. And with the Electrium Z, what you want to do is you want to use it with electric terrain. Now, when you have the electric terrain with Electrium Z, what's going to happen is you get that it sets off the ability just like Tapu Koko, where the whole entire field for 5 turns, none of your Pokemon on your team, if they're grounded, touching the ground, they don't fall asleep by any spore or sleep powder. And then on top of that, you get to plus your attack of of electrical attacks by more. It has more damage for your electrical attacks, and then on top of that, with the Electrium Z, you're gonna plus your speed by 1 as well. So you get a speed boost when you set off the electric terrain, and then you also get to plus your attack. So, and you don't get to fall asleep with electivire. So this is really good. And I put wild charge. You get that nice 90 damage power. You get the ice punch with 75. You got the earthquake, which is really good. And when you're trying to hit your opponent. And then the EVs that I went with is 4 into this HP, 252 into the attack, and then 252 into the speed. I went with Adamant Nature. You really want to make sure your electivire is just delivering a really big damaging blow to your opponent. So that's why I went with Adamant. Definitely Electrium Z with electric terrain definitely shines with electivire. And then lastly, Moltres, one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. I went with Fire Emblem Z. The moves that I chose were Sunny Day, Solar Beam, Fire Blast, and Air Slash. The ability Flame Body has a 30% chance of your opponent, your opponent, if they make contact, they get burned. So that's pretty good right there. And then, so the reason why I chose Fire Emblem Z is because with Sunny Day, you what's going to happen is you intensify for 5 turns. All your fire attacks are going to be stronger. They're going to be increased in strength. And then on top of that, your second move that I have is Solar Beam. Now, with Sunny Day, with Solar Beam, the fact of the matter is that you do not have to charge at all for the first turn. You can immediately take a shot with Solar Beam, which is really good. And then you're on top of that, with using Fire Emblem Z with Sunny Day, you not only get to set off the Sunny Day, but you also get a plus in speed with Moltres. So that's really good. That's really really good. Third move that I did was Fire Blast. You get the stab, and then on top of that, you're gonna get the increase into the fire attack with the Sunny Day on the field. And then lastly but not least is Air Slash. With your other 2 moves that you have with Solar Beam, if you don't have Sunny Day up, Solar Beam is, you're not going to be using it. You're really not going to use Solar Beam if Sunny Day is not up. Fire Blast, if you really don't want to take a gamble on missing the shot, you can go with Air Slash. So that's why Air Slash has a 30% chance of flinching the target. You get the stab, 75% damage. That's pretty damn good. The EVs that I set for was 4 into the HP, went with 252 into the special attack, and then I went with 252 into the speed, Timid Nature. If it was 100 instead of 90 into the speed, I would have made it maybe modest, and then just had it where it's beneficial nature towards special attack. But like I said, you get the Sunny Day, you get the Fire Blast. So on top of that, your stab, and then on top of that, you get your increase in fire damage with Sunny Day. So you don't need to worry about too much with the special attack with that one. But like I said, play with it how you feel. But Timid Nature, Moltres with Fire Emblem Z, Sunny Day, Solar Beam, Fire Blast, and Air Slash. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 4 Pokemon with Z-Stone crystals attached to it. Just let me know what you guys think, and I'll go over some more Z-Stone Pokemon that aren't played with or nobody's touching onto it. If I see something interesting and I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, you know what, maybe I can do a little moveset on this Pokemon, I'll share it with you guys. I got another Pokemon that I was playing around earlier today, and I think I'm going to play with that in doubles and what I saw. But anyway, like I said, I'm closing this video out, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Peace.